Well, it's that time of the year again where the crabgrass is blooming. Now, a lot of you guys are here because you've got crabgrass or what you think is crabgrass everywhere. Now, some of you guys are here because you're spraying the crabgrass and it's not dying. So today, we're gonna go over proper identification, crabgrass lookalikes, and what to do for each one of these problems. Per the usual, Mr. Rolls-Royce is unimpressed with my video making skills, but I've spent the past 4 weeks growing this little tiny patch of crabgrass, kind of show you the difference. Now, a lot of you guys have something that looks very similar to this that is not crabgrass. Identifying crabgrass can get a little tricky considering there's a few imposters out there. Now, the ones that look closely alike to crabgrass, especially when it's in the ground, freshly mowed and everything, is orchardgrass and Dallisgrass. Now let's take a look at all three of them. This is crabgrass. It's got that spade tip head to it. It grows parallel to the ground. You can't miss it. Now this is a freshly mowed piece of Dallisgrass, and you notice it looks quite similar. It kind of clumps on the ground, it's kind of growing sideways. Since it was freshly mowed, it doesn't have quite the spade tip that the crabgrass has, but it's very close. The blades of the grass are thicker, they've got veins to it, looks slightly different. Now let's take a look at this mess here. This is a lawn that I found local. It was full of orchardgrass. Customers like, hey, I need you to get rid of this crabgrass. I'm like, well, we got a problem here because that's not crabgrass. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there thinking, holy cow, I can't even tell the difference between a set of twins. How the crap am I supposed to tell the difference between crabgrass, orchardgrass, Dallisgrass, foxtail? It gets a little overwhelming, but it might shock you. The answer is in the seed head of the specific grass. So if you're out there treating with no results, we need to sit back, let the plant grow just a little bit to see the seed heads. The seed head of crabgrass is easily identified because it has what looks like little chicken feet. Now, in its immature state, it's going to be all bunched together, but as it matures, it kind of flares and fans out like chicken feet. Now, if you have a hybrid Bermuda lawn, you're going to have to be careful because the seed heads from hybrid Bermuda are very similar to crabgrass, and so you need to make sure that you get a chunk of the crabgrass out to prove to yourself that it is crabgrass. Identifying Dallisgrass is pretty easy with the seed head because they look like caterpillars with purple legs, and they're very thick by comparison. You can't mistake them. They're almost about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in length, sometimes longer depending on how mature the plant is, but again, very easy to compare against. Now, the frustrating part about having orchardgrass in your lawn is there's not a spray on the market that is going to kill the orchardgrass and leave your regular grass alone. So your options are very limited to using some sort of a salt with baking soda and vinegar, is just to pull the weed out by hand. Now, this can get very frustrating if you have a lot of it in your area, which is why a lot of you guys resort to chemical treatments. If you've identified that you've got Dallisgrass in your lawn, the next step probably isn't going to make you much happier. There's a couple of products out on the market like Revolver and Certainty that claim that they can treat Dallisgrass, but once you get into the label, they only offer suppression, which means it's going to stunt the growth. It'll appear to be dying, but then it's going to keep growing, and they want you to treat week after week after week. Now, the idea behind this is you treat it week after week after week to make sure that it doesn't form a seed head, when in all actuality, you could have just dug it out, saved yourself a lot of time. Now, if you're certain that you have crabgrass, the best option for you to do is to use a product called Tenacity and mix it with a non-ionic surfactant. Now, the reason why I love this combination is because the Tenacity, if you spot spray it, will bleach the crabgrass white. It's almost like a sunblock for weeds, and you can really see that it's dying. Now, it also works really well on clover. So if you have a lot of clover, Tenacity is my go-to. Now, if you have crabgrass and a ton of morning glory, my go-to is a product called Drive XLR8 or Quinclorac, and you mix that with a methylated seed oil. Now, I've got everything in the description of the video, so you guys don't have to guess on which one of these products are. Now, you don't have to buy both products. You either buy the Tenacity and the non-ionic surfactant, or you are going to purchase the Quinclorac or Drive XLR8 and mix that with a methylated seed oil. Now the products that I use and I recommend are designed to kill the weed and not the grass, but there's a couple of things you need to understand. Read the label, make sure that your grass is compatible first before purchasing the product. Now I have a lot of videos that talk about calibration, so I'll put a card in the upper right hand corner to help you guys out with that, but the proof is in the pudding. You should be killing the weed and not the grass. If you thought you had crabgrass and this video taught you that you didn't, comment below. I was fooled. And if you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, you know I'd love to help you guys out. Hit me up in the comments below. Till the next time, guys, this is the Pest and Lawn Ginja. We're slaying lawns.
What do you think of my video today, Royce? Yeah, still not impressed, huh? Not shocking.